Hello and good afternoon, everybody, for another edition of the Mega Man X 100% tournament for
Oh, grande Copadiola, que se ha adelantado, grande, en breve, gran Ikeru corre en el torneo de gran equipo, ¿no?
for the sorry, lost my train of thought. The Mega Man X 100% tournament for SpeedGaming Live 2020. Today we have a Group B as in boy match between Akiro 4 and manawatts. An important match for both players.
Sí, vamos a tope. Me voy a SpeedGaming 1 a echar. Suerte, venga, gracias, fantasma. A ver qué tal va, vamos a darlo todo. Vamos a darlo todo. A tope, claro que sí, vamos. Mira, ya han puesto la cámara y todo, tío. Está todo gracioso. Bueno, ya sabéis que yo quito el micro, ¿eh? ¿Vale? Sí, se le ocurre a esta gente. Bueno, ya a partir de ahora no veo el chat, ¿vale? Voy a poner el stream de ellos para verlo de aquí la carrera. Y también corto el micro, así que venga. Hasta luego. A ver qué tal sale. Después de...
Alright, okay, so sorry about that. Alright, so we have a Group B matchup between Akiro 4 and manawatts. An important match, as I mentioned, but Akiro 4 comes into this match with a 1-1 record. A win here will pretty much secure him a bid into a good spot in the brackets. manawatts 0-1.
I'm going to silence the micro. Bye.
manawatts is 0-1, looking for a win here. Alright, so this is a 100% game, which means they'll have to get all of the items, all the suit and weapon upgrades, all the health container upgrades, the E-tanks, and of course the Hadouken, the hidden weapon of Mega Man X. So we shall see how they perform and where if their current standings will have any effect on how they decide to play today. Under a normal speedrun setting, it's a little different than when you're in a tournament. You just gotta show up and kind of work with what you got. Akiro, according to the Mega Man leaderboards, has a PB of 42-48. manawatts has a PB of 38-10, so manawatts on paper has the advantage in terms of PBs. So our runners have... Oh. Sorry. Thank you, Berlin Dude. I was going off of Mega Man leaderboards for their PBs. So Akiro's at 38.45. So yeah, so very close. That 35 seconds difference. Ah, I see. Thank you, chat, for correcting me on that. I appreciate it. So our runners have been given the go-ahead. They should be starting any minute now. can always always we always appreciate a good close race. And we are off. The opening level here is just a lot of sort of health management and just getting, spamming the fire button just to get through to the end here. Shouldn't see a whole lot from our runners in terms of variance. See them and take intentional damage boosts to kind of set themselves up for Vile, so they don't have to spend very much time dealing with him. Manawatts having a little trouble here, and so is Ikuru, both of them taking out the Bug Chopper in the same way. So pretty clean opening from both runners. Ikuru a little ahead here. It takes a little more damage for the final phase of this opening stage. So good opener. As Chad helpfully pointed out, we do have about a half a minute difference between our runners in terms of PB. Manawatts in the low 38, 38.10 according to the leaderboards, and Ikuru is 38.45. So both of them are pretty well practiced at this game and experienced, and should be able to accomplish most of what they hope to achieve on a fairly consistent level. So as expected, they will lead off with Chill Penguin. On top of Chill Penguin being an extremely easy boss, they will also get their speed boost upgrade, which they will be exploiting throughout the rest of this run to great effect. On Ikuru with a slight lead on Manawatts through this opening section. Ikuru was a little cleaner in the opening stage with some of his movements. The first speech from Dr. Light. So this is one of these ideas of having suit upgrades is kind of an idea that was used a little bit in the NES Mega Man games, but this is at a much greater extent than it was in those games, and it adds a nice bit of versatility and depth to the game that kind of helps these games stand out from their earlier gen counterparts. And also, though you'll see some variance on it, how you choose to do the levels will have an effect on some of the levels design. So that is pretty neat. So there is some RNG here to Chill Penguin. in terms of his movements. You don't want to see him sliding around because that he's invincible during that period. You want to be able to get as many charge shots on him as you can. So now one thing our runners will try and do as much as possible, although Aikiro didn't quite get it here, is you want to finish in the center of the screen whenever possible. Manawatts is a little off center too. That's just something you want to work on as much as possible, but you know, it just depends. So Aikiro is actually going to go for Storm Eagle second. I guess the more accepted or, you know, current route, if you will, is to do Kuwanger second, so you can grab that energy tank relatively easily. But both runners have opted to go for Eagle second, so we will not see any route divergence here. There's also a neat little glitch you can use with the boomerangs to make these conveyors take you for a ride throughout the stage and save quite a bit of time. So Aikiro is going to grab the E-Tank. He's going to go get his helmet upgrade now. Storm Eagle is a fun stage, and it's got one of the best songs in the entire OST, I think, on top of everything else. And a nice job there. Manawatts has closed the gap a bit here on Aikiro, so they're about almost a half of a charge here. So nice. So Aikiro will be the first to Storm Eagle, the second Maverick that our opponents are going to deal with. There's again some RNG dependence with Storm Eagle. He might do a lot of dive bombs, or he might stay on the ground. Correct, Chronic Bomber. They decided to they chose to do Eagle second. Under the impression they will do Kuwanger after they get the weapons upgrade from Flame Mammoth. Mivu 24 in chat saying it's going to be Mammoth and Kuwanger, which makes sense. We'll use the shotgun ice upgrade to grab the health upgrade, which otherwise is I believe a frame perfect trick. Get right. As I mentioned, with some of the level design variances. Now, if you had done Mammoth before you'd done Chill Penguin, this stage would be very different. It'd actually be a bit harder than it is in its current form, which is actually one of the easiest and shortest stages in Mega Man X, if you do it this way. Kuro having a little trouble Both runners staying pretty close to one another right now. About an 8-second difference right now, thereabouts. So very close still. Nice use of the shotgun ice to create a little platform there. Seeing a slightly different weapons strats from our runners here. Manawatts is opting to use Storm Tornado, whereas Aikiro's using the Shotgun Ice. And yes, for those of you just joining us, this is a 100% Mega Man X speedrun, so they have to get everything. And we do mean everything. So, there will be Hadoukens in our future. So, Flame Mammoth, pretty easy fight, even without Storm Tornado. Double hit him with the tornado and really just make this a pretty quick fight. Just gotta watch out for his jumps, because they will stun lock you for a moment, but no problem for Aikiro. He takes care of business easily. Chat saying, you're not playing to win if you are not playing this game at a hundo. Words to live by, isn't it? Sounds like a good mantra. Yeah, Kuwanger stage coming up. Yeah, this is my favorite of the Mavericks, and really my favorite song in this game, honestly. And yeah, there's some great. All the songs are great, but this is my favorite. Does feel like you're going up a tower, doesn't it? Storm Tornado there by Aikiro, clearing the path above. Both are on the elevator now. Aikiro is just a little bit ahead of Manawatts. With the X upgrade, using Shotgun Ice to just get across and grab that health upgrade is so much easier than having to do it iceless. So, it's still pretty even. It's still pretty close to one another as we head to our fourth Maverick, Boomer Kuwanger. There's gonna be some RNG. There's gonna be some AI manipulation here. Just keep him in his place. Ooh, I think. Don't think that's exactly what Aikiro wanted to have happen. Manawatt's not in great health either. Very nice fight by Aikiro, and uh-oh, Manawatts gets thrown into the ceiling. Do it again. Now we're on to Spark Mandrill. Another stage that's affected by what you do before. If you don't do a Storm Eagle before this, this is a different and more difficult stage. Manawatts finishes the job on Kuwanger. Yeah, Mivu saying Kuwanger is the most technical stage, and I think that's an accurate statement. It's a lot of tight quarters and a lot of you know, really precise movement, especially in the second half of this stage with all the platforming. Chad asking, are they allowed to get the Hadouken? They're required to get the Hadouken and are actively encouraged to use it. Nice. Needed a couple of tries there to get the health upgrade. Gets it, so moving right along. That's well, they're not required. They're not required to use it, but you know, for a speed run, they sure would be remiss if they didn't. If they didn't. Oh yeah. Aikiro's doing some nice double damage on Spark Mandrill, getting him in the last couple of frames before he unfreezes to get extra damage on him. So, yeah, about a... Let's see where Aikiro's at. That's about a 1634 off stage. See what manawatts is at. Manawatts just entering the fight against Spark Mandrill. Another fun little stage here. Ride the rails. Yeah, looks like all told, manawatts is about 40 seconds behind, I'd say. Through 5 Mavericks. Forward movement there by Aikiro, and gets 6th energy upgrade. So just 2 to go there. He's going to get the 4th E-Tank later. Yes, this those of you just coming into chat, this is a Group B match. This is the 3rd match for Aikiro, who's at 1-1. Manawatts is 0-1. This is the 2nd match. A little bit of RNG here with Armadillo's first cycle, and took a little longer than he would have liked, but nonetheless, Aikiro destroys Armadillo's armor. See if manawatts can get a slightly better start to Armadillo than Aikiro got. Looks like about the same as Aikiro got. He's got to be a little careful with his electric spark. He's spamming it like crazy. So, yeah, still about a 40-45 second difference between our runners through 6. Still got a lot of game to be played, and some pretty tough fights ahead. Launch Octopus is an interesting stage in terms of game design, because there's a couple of interesting hidden spots. Where they'll have to get their 7th energy upgrade, and it has a optional mini boss, which is interesting. Another nice piece of game design by the developers here. You know, rewarding, like challenging and rewarding you for kind of going that extra mile for 100%. It's the kind of thing you hadn't really seen, certainly not in a Mega Man game. Not quite like that, I don't think. Akiro keeps the robotic eel in its place. Manawatts sinks the boat. Manawatts did just a little late on his charged tornado shot. Yeah, Mivu saying in chat, there's so many little nuances to this game, and that is absolutely true, yes. A shame that X2 and 3, to a certain extent, didn't quite follow up on that, although X3 has its own interesting, I think, little nuances with some of its level design and depth. But, yeah, this was really, in many ways, kind of a major leap forward for the franchise. So that's 7 down for Aikiru. Manawatts about halfway through Launch Octopus. And again, we're going to have there's an optional-ish mini-boss here that they'll have to get for the armor upgrade. Zero meaning X2 and 3 haven't got quite as good music. Top to bottom they don't, but I would argue that 2 and 3 have some really banging songs themselves. Individually. Ooh, Aikiru gets thrown against the wall. Nice fight there by Aikiru. So that is the final armor upgrade. Or that's the final, you know. So now we just need the last couple of bits, and we are on our way to Hadouken. Nice jump there by Aikiru. That's a tricky bit of platforming, but he was able to pull it off very nicely. Manawatts finishing off the robot, and we'll get his armor upgrade. And Aikiru picking up that extra life, which he'll need in a minute to set up for Hadouken. A nice bit of the rolling shield X-Buster upgrade to get through the mud pits. Okay. Ooh, Manawatts just gets ahead. And that was a little dicey. Aikiru is going to set up us just to have Sting Chameleon kind of go back and forth like a clock pendulum here. Left, right, done. Very nicely done. So I'll time it when Aikiru is off screen, but a solid start for Aikiru here as he closes out at 24-23 through the 8 Mavericks. So a solid start. Manawatts not too far behind right now. So there are still a few outstanding items we need to pick up, starting with the health upgrade here in Chill Penguin stage. And manawatts clears the screen at 25:07, so 44 seconds separating the two runners through the really the first half of the game. The second half will be all the Sigma stages and their cleanup here. So yeah, so we got it. So now that our runners have finished gathering all their ancillary items, now they got to go and get the hidden Hadouken weapon. So Ikira's going to be taking a couple of intentional deaths here to set up for the Hadouken. The one thing he's got to make sure to do is make sure that he has the top right, has that ceiling and that cliff edge in clear view. Set it up, otherwise it will not register and you're going to be in a lot of trouble then. Yeah, they both picked up an extra life. It is an extra life at Sting Chameleon. That's pretty much a freebie. Okay, that's 2. Alright, manawatts does get his final health upgrade. Some runners like to just save that for the very end because they know it's there. Their prerogative. Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that death at Kuwanger. You're right. Yeah, he did pick up another somewhere, so that's 3 for Ikiru. There it is. How would it be a great time to read some donations? Well, if there were any, I would, but 2820 capsule for Ikiru, manawatts. Still got a few more to go. Alright, so now we're on to the Sigma stages. This opening section here in Sigma 1 leading up to the Vile fight, it can be a nerve-wracking in terms of platforming. It's a lot of precise movement, and Sting Chameleon X upgrade certainly helps get you around some of those enemies. So again, there's going to be a lot of damage boosting here, or potential damage, to try and speed through the Vile section. Donate another reading from Germany. Both players get the dialogue skip. Ikiru gets it. Nicely done. Kira had a little trouble there with Vile. Could not get that Hadouken off, so had to settle for Rolling Shield, but manages to close it out. He opted. Yeah, Mana's got a chance here to get some time back. Hadouken only works when you're at full strength, so... Now he's going to opt to use it for fight with a Kuwanger. And manawatts successfully gets the Hadouken off, and well, I mean, we'll gain some time there on Aikiru. Still is in a pretty comfortable lead. We head to the spider boss of Sigma 1, my least favorite boss in the game, and I think everybody else's too. Nicely done by Aikiru. $32.04 for Aikiru. Manawatts looking to be about 40-45 seconds behind, I'd say. He got some time back. Now head to Sigma 2. Manawatts did not get it off the first time. Does the second time at 32.58, I'd say. So 54 seconds back. Into the third Maverick refight, Storm Eagle. Kiro setting up very nicely to get him just before he went off stage there. Manawatts getting a slightly quicker kill on Chill Penguin 2. We will not get a Hadouken on the rest here, but he probably won't need it. Just use a Sting Chameleon's weapon to take care of things. Ooh. That kind of a quasi-off-stage kill there. And down goes Sigma 2 boss at about 34-25. So Aikiru continuing to hold the lead here. $34-43 off stage, so see if Manawatts can gain a little more time here. There's a couple of nice skip here for and gets it. Nicely done. Ice upgrade. So now he's going to try and go for a fairly precise trick here, I think, to get the ice platform in midair so we can do a kill Hadouken on Sting Chameleon. Does not get it, so he's just going to opt for just normal strats. Ooh, okay, there it goes. And manawatts died, unfortunately, so 35-43. So yeah, little. So 36 flat off stage. So 1 minute 17 seconds back. Mandrill refight. Looks like he got the armadillo skip. No, he did not. I'll have to do it. Pity. Just a little off. Nice Hadouken kill on Armadillo nonetheless. Cure on. Oh, well, can't. That's right. You're right. Thank you, Mivu. Appreciate it. Ooh, he takes a hit. He's gonna have to. Okay. Aikiro picking up an extra life, I think, is just a kind of quasi-safety here. Not a bad idea. Manawatts does get the Hadouken kill on Sting Chameleon. Nicely done. Aikiro got stun locked for a second there by Flame Mammoth's jump, but had enough space to take care of Mammoth. So that's 8. Now it's on to the Sigma 3 boss. Manawatts finishing off Mandrill. Took some damage. Does he have enough in the sub-tank? Does not appear... Oh, he does. Oh, he got hit anyways. Oh, dear. That is unfortunate. A major issue, but shouldn't have any trouble with this fight all the same. But does give Manawatts a chance to catch up. Aikiro is done with Sigma 3. Manawatts is still a couple of bosses behind here. He's off stage at 38-28. So, kind of a... No sub-tanks left. Aikiro burned them all up, so... Now head into the final stage of this game. Manawatts has a chance to get a major time gap here, and very nicely executed by Manawatts to take down Sigma 3 boss. So oh no, Aikiro took some damage. That's bad. Is that enough to close the gap? There goes Sigma. Now it's on to Wolf Sigma, the final boss of the game. Still Aikiro's race to lose, but it's getting a little uncomfortably close here. The rolling shield will hurt, well, actually do real damage. A fully charged X-Buster shot will also damage Wolf Sigma, but Aikiro taking a little too much damage for comfort here. He's only halfway through the fight. Not getting a lot of help from the electric paws. playing it pretty safe here. 2 more hits, 1 more. Uh-oh, he's down to 1 hit, and down he down goes Wolf Sigma with an official race time of 40:44, and right behind him, Manawatts finishes with an official race time of 40:51, 7 seconds separating these runners. So get out the GGs. For Ikiru 4 and Manawatts for an outstanding finish. Invited both of our competitors. I have our runners in here for interview if they wish it. Ikiru indicated he would. I don't know about Manawatts. Both will come in, and while we wait, do give our runners a follow today. This was a great race, a great effort by both sides. You know, both of them doing very well in a pressure cooked situation. All right, and we welcome our 2 competitors of what turned out to be a very close and exciting finish to today's MMX 100% race. Ikiru 4 and Manawatts. GG's to both of you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks. GG, real good.
GG, Mana. GG. Really GG's. The end was very, very close, very tight. I was really nervous with the end.
Yeah.
Same here. I'm still shaking.
Well, yeah. Ikiru, you led pretty much wire to wire on this one. But you were about a minute ahead, I'd say, going into Sigma 1. But just a couple of minor mishaps with some of the bosses allowed Manawatts here to really close the gap, and had the boss fights for Manawatts by and large were very clean. So it got really close really fast.
Nice, nice, because I wasn't sure where I was at.
Yeah, in the final stage of Sigma, that failures that I make with the missing or failing the Hadouken, in this category you have not to fail on that things, you know, because versus Vile I missed the Hadouken, and I have to fight it with the armor with the octopus weapon, and there are a lot of time that you are missing there. And what take me for surprise was with in Sigma 4 the dog that hit me with the fire. That never happened to me before.
That always gets me. Yeah.
I was thinking about how did I get here with how did it touch me with the flame? And well, I have to fight Sigma Jedi with the electric weapon, but well, it was on what, and the Sigma
So you
Wolf.
had to go any percent.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sigma Wolf, it was very close. I think that I was at one hit to death, to the death.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
one more hit, I think, would have sunk you right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's clutch. That's clutch.
Yeah. And manawatts, for you, it was just those two deaths, Kuwanger and Sigma 2.
That
It's
Sigma 2 death was just a missed dash of a dash kick, and I was like, I'm gonna try for the wall, and it was like just standing in the corner of that spike. I was like, well, at least I can try to Hado the eyes again. And one participated, so that was good.
yeah,
I didn't know that you died in Sigma 2. Well, that's unfortunate.
yeah, and then the Kuwanger death also.
Yeah, that was just nerves, and like I just missed my rhythm, and there it went. And plus that climb beforehand, I just bonked everything underneath the sun. That didn't help.
Yeah. First time out, you did take some. You were at like a quarter health going in, so you were already playing with your back to the wall on that.
Yeah, I probably should have just took the death right away instead of tried to squeeze one out, but you live, you learn.
And you had to pick up an extra life somewhere else along the way. Where did you end up getting that?
I heard it off at Kill. I don't know where I was at. I want to say it was in Armadillo somewhere when I let go of C-Sting. And I just like shot a couple times and I heard it in my ear. I was like, well, I don't need to worry about the life. Just go. I was like, because I know I still had to grab the one in Chameleon with the boomerang. So maybe it was the first Armadillo visit, is what I'm thinking when I got it.
Okay. Yeah, we weren't 100% sure, but it sounded like that. But so a nice bit of fortune there for you.
Exactly. Yeah, and I saw a couple other lives on screen as I like killed an enemy. I was like, well, this game is just trying to at least to keep the run somewhat alive.
So I know we've got another stream start. We got another match starting up in the next couple of minutes. So any final thoughts from you two before we wrap this up?
Well, first of all, GG to manawatts.
GG's
Yeah.
as well. Good race, dude. That was awesome. That was tight.
That was an awesome race. I think that the chat did have a fun time with us with this race. So,
yes.
And this is the purpose, no, of this tournament, that all together have fun with each other. So thank you for this, and GG to manawatts.
GG as well, like here. Yeah, we at least get a chance to show off all the craziness this game can offer. That's always a good thing.
For sure. Well, thanks very much, guys. GG's once again, and GG, and thanks to chat for helping me out and keeping me honest. So
they'll do that.
So, yeah, they will, and I do appreciate it. They're the experts. I'm just the guy talking. So thanks all for watching, and so we're gonna cut over to the next race. So thanks all. Have a good one.
Thanks SGL for the tourney. Take care.
Thank you.